What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ThatGuyNamedJay, man, checking in. Oh, my truck broke down. Nah, it ain't really like broke down, but I got some issues going on with it, man. A couple weeks ago, actually about a month ago, we got put in the shop because these lights kept coming on. You see these lights right there? That's the traction control light, the ABS light, and the upside down triangle. Now, I hope you guys was able to see that. Now they kept coming on, and I couldn't really figure out what was causing them to come on. You know, I didn't know what was triggering them or anything like that. But after a couple of weeks, I think I'm starting to figure it out. My boss put it in the shop. They supposedly fixed the what was that? I think they said it was like something on the steering column or some shit like that. They said, and after that, it won't no issues. Well, a couple weeks later, it started acting up again. And what I realized is when I turn this wheel, I don't know if you guys can hear this wheel. Can you hear that resistance is giving? I don't know if you can hear that. Steering wheel shouldn't do that. If that's not common sense, you know, if you're a newer rookie truck driver. Steering wheel, I mean, of course, sometimes you may hear a little something, especially when sitting still like this, because your tires just kind of dragging against that cement or whatever surface you're sitting on, but it shouldn't sound like that. You know what I'm saying? It's resistance. You know, as the time will go on, that will get worse, and it will become harder to turn that steering wheel. And what I did was one time I put some power steering fluid in it. Once I put some power steering fluid in it, everything was fine. I'm like, okay, it was low on power steering fluid. Cool. I threw another one in there just to top it off. Topped it off, start going down the road, and come to find out, 2, 3, maybe about a week later, started doing it again. And so now I'm like, okay, me being an idiot, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the power steering fluid evaporated. Me being a fucking idiot, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like, oh, okay, that's just get some more power steering fluid, put some more in there. And now it's just becoming a habit. And I come out this morning, no lights on, went to turn that wheel, and now these lights are on. So it's just like, enough is enough, man. You know, working in the port, you're gonna run into a lot of trucks that are gonna have a lot of mechanical issues, and you're gonna run into a lot of owners that are just gonna push you to continue to drive that truck, because that's just the nature of the beast in the port. You know, most of these trucks are older. They're towards the end of their lives as far as how long they've been running. And like I say, the port is where the trucks come to die. However, this specific situation is unique and different just because the fact that this truck is going to be used to haul fuel. So it is imperative that this truck stays in good condition for the fuel hauling. So little stuff like this, we gotta take care of now, because we don't want this type of shit happening. In that, I mean, of course, in an 8-month span from September until April, shit is gonna happen. It's just, you know, that's just trucking. But if we can prevent any of this stuff, you know, that whole just drive it till it breaks mega carrier mentality, you can't do that here, man. Because if this truck breaks down, you know, for a long period of time, that we could lose that fuel contract behind that, man. This is our first year on this fuel contract, and it's for lack of a better term, it's an audition. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boss was just talking on yesterday, man, and it's just like, yo, we got to get it. We got to show them we hungry, no pun intended. We gotta work hard and stay on top of our equipment, and just making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to hold on to this contract for many years to go forward, because this is one of those type of contracts that can, you know, take my trucking career and take it and take off, and take his my boss's company and take off, because, you know, it's just that type of money. So I say all that to say, just, I'm gonna go get some power steering fluid. I'm gonna put it in here, but it looks like the truck gonna have to go in the shop, man. We just don't want to take the chance. I keep saying we, like I'm helping him make payments on this shit, but I am the one that got to drive it. But he just don't want to take the chance, man. That fuel account is too important. This port shit ain't going nowhere. Who really cares? Nobody really cares about the port. We just kind of going through the motions with the port at this point. This contract with all these 40,000 containers that we trying to deliver with specific delivery times that don't match up with the times we pick them up out the port. This shit over with this week. So really, it's cruise control for the most part from now until the fuel hauling situation. So this is the time where the truck needs to really start being put into the shop, because we still got to put a PTO on the truck. We still got to turn the truck up horsepower wise, turn the governor up, and then just a couple other things. We want to wash the truck. I really haven't had anywhere to wash the truck because there's no truck washes in this area. I want to clean the inside a little bit. It ain't filthy, but I got some trash. I'll probably do that today. Just get a trash bag, clean out just what little trash I have, and start treating it more like an OTR truck. Because it's just something about when you're in an OTR truck, you take better care of it because it's your house, for lack of a better term. Versus feeling like a work truck when you're home every day or home multiple times a week. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. I don't eat. I'll say me. I can't speak for nobody else. I just don't look at it the same. I barely use the sleeper berth, so it's just like I can't tell you what it looked like back there. Probably ain't nothing back there. So yeah. So this is just I guess just a part of the transition from port to the fuel thing, man. We really got to get this thing nipped in the bud. Besides that, this little steering wheel, power steering, and 3 lights that come on, the ABS light, traction control, and the upside down triangle. Everything else on the truck runs fine. I mean, I got a headlight out I got to replace. I just been slow rolling on that just because I've been driving majority throughout the day. So, but I'm gonna get that headlight replaced. And that's about it, man. Hopefully, with something small with this power steering. Maybe hopefully it's just the power steering leaking out, and that's an easy fix. Hopefully it ain't nothing crazy where it's gonna be crazy expensive for him, but even if it is, God willing, we gonna make this money back in a few all. You feel what I'm saying? So I keep saying we, because I'm starting to feel more like a team player, because after the multiple talks that we've had and seeing where this thing can go and how it can affect me and my future, yeah, I'm on board. I'm a team player. I mean, I don't know if I've ever said that before with a company like this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Nah, not even Great Wide, because Great Wide didn't present the type of future that this company can present me. You know what I'm saying? This company can take me from company driver to owner-operator to fleet owner to sitting at the goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to happen next year, but in the next 5 to 10 years, that can happen with this company. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm just trying to do things a little better here. Stay on top of watching my truck and trying to peep little different things that's going wrong with it, and not just ignoring it, letting them know, hey, look, man, this, that, and the third. You'd be surprised how those little preventive maintenance things that you can spot on your own and tell somebody about, can prevent something drastic from happening. You know what I'm saying? Because these trucks take a lot of punishment, man. So we got to take care of these trucks so they can take care of us and our families. That's just the basics of it. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer though. That's what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing big. Hopefully we get in the shop and get her taken care of with no setbacks, no major how you say that word? I can't even say it. You know what I'm talking about? Like catastrophic. Ain't that how you say it? I don't know why I stopped trying to sound smart up here, but I be trying to use new big words and shit, but it is what it is, man. Nobody taking no SATs around here. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, man. I'm out.